I absolutely adore old cookbooks and old recipes. So when I found these in one of the bins at the Goodwill outlet, I dug through and saved as many of them as possible so that I could take them home and see if there was anything in there that I wanted to try cooking in my own kitchen. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle. Let me show you what I found. My theory is that these started out in a recipe box and someone dumped it out and just bought the box. It looks like, judging by the dividers, I got the relishes and sorbets. If the other sections were in there, I couldn't find them, and trust me, I looked. It just struck me how fragile some of these little newspaper clippings were. The oldest was a magazine clipping dated 1952. The newest were from the very early 80s, and most of them seemed to be from Vancouver area newspapers. I almost had more fun trying to read what was on the backs of the recipes as I did the fronts. It astounds me that something so fragile could survive, let alone survive like this. When I found this one, that little center stem was twisted. Sausage quiche might actually be something I would try to make, and I would have cut out the whole chunk of newspaper and maybe drawn a circle around it or something. The faith it took that this recipe would survive and the fact that it did survive. I told you I can get nostalgic over really silly little things. This one she taped. So like I said, I got butter churning. I got soufflés and relishes. Not a lot in here that I would try to make. Maybe lemon chiffon squares. Maybe sour cream crab quiche if I get my hand on a can of crab. I won't hold my breath that that'll happen. Here's a meat with beans and parsley Persian style. I have read this recipe several times, and I don't know anything about Persian cooking, but I'm guessing that this isn't it. How about a molded crab barbecue salad? Or fiery volcanoes? Quick rice, ground lean beef, chopped onion, butter or margarine, pepper, pineapple tidbits, sliced mushrooms, tomato sauce, and vinegar in a mountain of cooked rice. What makes those fiery? A rhubarb sorbet, hot spiced wine. This home cook and I do not share the same taste, but I'm still glad I brought them home. Frosted cranberry salad, homemade berry syrup. Here is something with 4 cups grapefruit juice, 4 cups sweet white wine, and a 12-ounce bottle of ginger ale. Punch? I don't know, and I'm not going to find out. Here's something about sardines. Oh, there's an orange cream sandwich. This one is cream cheese, chopped dates, fresh orange, and whole wheat or raisin bread. No, thank you. Spiced fruit mold. These two were not together, but going by the illustration and the steps, I think that they came from the same page. Have you ever wanted a recipe for a rhubarb daiquiri? Or a papaya sorbet? I mean, that sounds like one of our better options here. Spicy pumpkin cake. Okay, I could try that. Like I said, I went through all of these and most of them are weird. Cheesy onion pie calls for a 1/2 cup bluebonnet margarine and 1 keep fresh reclosable bag of premium saltine crackers. I could find the saltine crackers. I don't think they come in keep fresh reclosable bags anymore. And yes, I know that the recipes were written by the manufacturers to sell their products, but that one is really oddly specific. Some of these have no name of the recipe. It's just ingredients and stuff. Okay, what do you think a crowdaranza is? It is unbaked frozen bread, 1 onion, a pound of hamburger, a can of sauerkraut, salt and pepper to taste, spicy peach butter. I think there was a lemon cheesecake smoothie. Okay, blueberry dessert. That sounds nice and tame. I'm glad I brought them home. I was hoping that I would find some things I would want to cook. Okay, broccoli chicken quiche. We could do that. Ham broccoli quiche. We could do that. Orange sherbet salad. Blender chocolate mousse, strawberry souffle salad, roast and foil. We're getting back into the normal things that I would consider trying, but nothing here really got me excited. I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad I saved it. I'm gonna tuck these away somewhere while I figure out what to do with them. Maybe incorporate them into junk journaling. I know they don't need to be preserved, but a little part of me wants to preserve them, so I'm going to do that. Let me know, would you have bought them? Would you have left them behind? Would you have looked harder so you found some of the better categories with better recipes in them? I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle.